Agrarian transition occurs as agriculture shifts from subsistence to commercial and moves from meeting local market demands to provisioning national and global food supply chains. Agricultural productivity, the amount of food that can be grown given a set of limited resources such as arable land and labor. Okay, I might as well just read from a teleprompter. I don't know why I'm squinting my eyes trying to get it. No. Anarcho-communism, theory of societal organization that favors eradicating government in favor of communal ownership of society's resources. Animism, animist religions, the belief that the earth is a living entity filled with sacred space and spirits. It is prominent among hunter-gatherers. So, an example would be organicism. Yes, 'tis an example. Anthropocene, the current geological period in which human activity is deemed responsible for the profound and fundamental restructuring of the environment. Arab Spring, the independent democratic uprisings across the Arab world in 2011. Arable agriculture, the practice of growing crops in soils. Asian tigers, the first batch of newly industrializing countries in East Asia after Japan, generally taken to include Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan. Province! For safety. YouTube safety! Safety! Don't shoot me. Hitman. Also describes those countries that developed later, including Malaysia and Thailand. A simulationist model. Robert Park's description of how new immigrants are socialized to a new society, and in turn provide the dynamic raw material for the creation of a new urban society. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna skip because I don't know how to use this. Bubonic plague, a pandemic that spread the disease in the 6th, 7th, and 8th centuries across modern-day Europe and the Middle East, killing more than 25 million people. Budding. Migration that involves small subgroups breaking away to settle new places. Building cycle. The cyclical explanation of how cities are developed and grow as they go through troughs and peaks of investment. Burgess model depicts a concentric ring of the residential mosaic, with the poor at the center and the rich on the periphery. Named after Chicago sociologist E.W. Burgess. Buyer-driven chain, a food supply chain comprising a small number of retailers who consolidate their supply around a few suppliers. Bystander effect, the phenomenon of individuals not responding to help those in distress. Capital. In standard economics, this is a really roundabout definition. Why is it that long? Okay. Capital, in standard economics and finance, describes real assets such as factories, property, and machinery, or financial assets such as bonds, securities, and stocks. However, human geography seeks to examine the social relationship behind the capital. Alright, I'm done because this text browser is poop in this scenario. At least for me, from a noob's use of it. Maybe some smart people like, oh, you're not using it right now, you like this? Johnny! Oh, Johnny! Abayo. Quizlet does not seem to work at all in the Lynx text-based browser, but Cram does. Not super effectively, but it works, so I'm gonna go off of it for now. Eventually I'll find a way to make it Quizlet more feasible, because I'm a Quizlet fanboy. No offense, Cram. I love you for your stellar speller, but besides that,